Shanghai is located in the middle of China's south-north arc-shaped coastline. It enjoys a strategic location and is a key city in the Yangtze River Delta. Shanghai is China's economic center. Shanghai is also an international center of economy, finance, trade, shipping, science and technology, and innovation. The container throughput of Shanghai port hit a record high in the history of global port container transportation. Shanghai's airways connect nearly 50 countries and 300 cities across the globe, and an important gateway to the rest of the world. The air passenger throughput is more than 100 million passengers. Shanghai is China's #1 and the world's 5th 100 million level aviation city. Global retailers' concentration rate reached 54.4%. Global high-end brands exceed 90%. Shanghai's capacity for financial market agglomeration has been significantly improved. Insurance exchanges, note exchanges, China Trust Registration Company Limited, Shanghai Clearing House and other national financial factor markets have been set up and put into operation. The number of state-level financial markets in Shanghai has reached 13, and a comprehensive multi-level financial market system has been created. Shanghai currently has 120.72 square kilometers. It also has 6 functional areas and 10 national level development zones. These places continuously drive the city's development. A comprehensive science and technology innovation center integrating innovative international talent, scientific and technological elements and high-tech enterprises will soon be established. By 2035, Shanghai will be an outstanding global city, a city of innovation, humanity and ecology. It will be a modern socialist metropolis with global influence. Currently, Shanghai's manufacturing industry still accounts for more than 30% of its GDP. The city is a gathering place for advanced manufacturing industries such as automobiles, integrated circuits, biopharmaceuticals, aerospace and large aircrafts, with important manufacturing businesses such as Comac, Shanghai Electric, SAIC Motor and Hua Hong Group. It is also home to 9,000 foreign-funded manufacturing companies. Shanghai will become a world-leading manufacturing base filled with strong strategic emerging industries. It will be oriented towards high-end manufacturing and intelligent manufacturing and will promote integration between different industries. It will also integrate information technology and manufacturing technology and forge links among the internet, big data, AI and the real economy. New models, new business formats and new industries such as the sharing economy will be targeted for development with a view to creating new and influential growth points. The added value of Shanghai's service industry accounted for 69% of the city's GDP and will continue to fuel producer services in order to emphasize high-end production. The quality of customer services will improve and a new customer-led plan will be implemented. There will be further integration of digital technology, information and IT in every sector, as well as various industries. There will also be accelerated development of big data, AI, virtual reality, augmented reality, micro-electromechanical systems, satellite navigation and additive manufacturing. A new business format will be cultivated, namely manufacturing plus internet plus services, creating an innovative, network-based platform to promote the development of industrial integration. There are now more than 90,000 registered foreign-funded enterprises in Shanghai, along with more than 600 regional headquarters of multinational businesses and more than 400 foreign-funded R&D centers. The total amount of contractual foreign capital has exceeded $420 billion. Actual foreign capital has surpassed $220 billion, and more than 90,000 imported foreign investment projects have been introduced. Shanghai is the city that has attracted the biggest number of transnational businesses in mainland China. In 2018, the China International Import Expo will be held in Shanghai to support trade liberalization and economic globalization. Shanghai will launch a 4 brands campaign, namely Shanghai Service, Shanghai Shopping, Made in Shanghai and Shanghai Culture, to promote development and create a high quality of life. Shanghai Foreign Investment Development Board has always been committed to introducing inbound investment and promoting outbound investment overseas, providing domestic and foreign investors with services such as consulting, liaison and field trips. Welcome to Shanghai.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Douglas Dong-Tao. Thank you for your introduction, and also I hope you enjoy that short video about Shanghai. Actually, it already talked all about Shanghai, so it will save me a lot of time. Since I'm the first speaker of today's event, you know, in China we have kind of saying, if you are the first one, you are always the brick. So follow that, a lot of jade will follow. So I threw the brick first, and a lot of jade will follow me. So that is good. In Chinese, we said 抛砖引玉. So first one always kick the ball, and usually not the best. A lot of jade will follow. For me, I just received this kind of invitation to attend today's event in a very short notice. Why I accepted? Because of when I receive their promotion material, you know, there's a sign. All these kind of buildings are about Shanghai. So I said, I should come. I should come. Thank you for the invitation. And also thank for this kind of opportunity for me to talk a little bit about how to do business in China, but specifically in Shanghai. I came to work in London 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago. Actually, a lot of friends ask me here in UK, what do you think of London? I told them, I always mention this, for me, in London, I just feel like at home. Just now from that short video, you already have this kind of impression. There's a strong link between London and Shanghai, and also, in a large sense, very strong link between China and UK. I will talk maybe very briefly about how to do business in Shanghai. For me, I always say Shanghai is really the gateway for foreign business to enter Chinese market in a large scale. You use Shanghai as a springboard. You know, in the past, many people talk about Hong Kong as a gateway or springboard into Chinese market. But with all these 40 years reform and opening, Shanghai now has really become the gateway to do business into China. From that short video, you already know Shanghai is located in the east and central part of China. I don't want to mention it a little more. And we position ourselves as 4 centers, financial, trade, transportation, and economic. But now, central government asks us to carry on another function or another endeavor, that is innovation center. So this is the task we have to accomplish, and we are endeavor to that goal. But to be frank, compared with London, Shanghai, for ourselves, if we really want to be one of the leading financial centers in the world, we have to learn a lot from UK, from London. And also, this is the cooperation now we are discussing. Perhaps you already learned something. 2 stock exchange will link with each other very soon. So this is also show you we really try to learn from UK. In foreign investment, we really attract huge amount of investment into Shanghai. For me, I always appreciate foreign communities, foreign investors in Shanghai. In Shanghai, every year we have appreciation dinner in Shanghai. We always appreciate because you contribute so much to Shanghai's economy. So almost 2/3 of our revenue, 2/3 of newly enrolled employment, they are contributed by foreign investors. So many big names on the screen, so there's no need for me to mention. Some of them, they're from UK. Shanghai, because of our international, just like London, so international city, it's very easy for a lot of foreigners to start their first business. Most of you, I talked with some of the people here before the meeting, they visited Shanghai. I think most of you have this kind of impression. It is easy for you to move around Shanghai. One of the things is in our streets, all the signs usually bilingual, English, Chinese. And also many people, they do speak foreign languages. So this is something we really want to promote. Shanghai, although now the land cost, the labor cost, compared with other regions, is a little bit high or expensive, but still it's good for business because of this piece of land and its culture. Now we are focused on so-called high-end manufacturing. In Shanghai, usually we try to create a kind of cluster for different business. So we have different industrial parks, innovation centers, incubators, accelerators, so they can support all kinds of investment in manufacturing, R&D, and relevant fields. So we built these industrial parks as clusters for different sectors, and also in different parts of Shanghai. We attract manufacturing and also service. For me now, my vice mayor asked me, your task in Shanghai is try to attract as more as you can for financial services, professional services into Shanghai. So I'm trying to work very hard on this target. But in Shanghai still, we try to brand ourselves as an ideal location for high-end manufacturing and services. Now, in Shanghai, we talk a lot about free trade zone. The free trade zone was built in Shanghai, so that will facilitate even more for foreign investors. If some people really want to know, I can talk with you a little bit in detail in private. So we have free trade zones. So in that part, actually, we start the new level or new stage of Chinese opening to the outside world. Now the negative list actually started in Shanghai for foreign investment. Up to now, we still have some land we reserve, the government reserve for manufacturing. So in different parts, we still reserve this kind of thing for investment. So if you really have a kind of plan to make investment in manufacturing, we still have some land. One of the lucky things for Shanghai, that is, Shanghai will grow bigger and bigger every year. This is because we located in the mouth of Yangtze River. The river brings sand, and it stops at the mouth of the river. So every year, Shanghai is growing bigger and bigger. So we have some land we can accumulate for different purpose of use. Industry is one of them. This is the real goal we really want to achieve. That is, want to upgrade our economic sector, especially in manufacturing. This is also another slide to show our endeavor. We really want to upgrade our economy. One of the things we always mention to our foreign friends, foreign investors, Shanghai is really, we have this kind of atmosphere and also environment friendly for foreign investors. One of the reasons is because Shanghai itself is a very international city. You will find different people working on the streets, different languages, not mentioning our local dialect. Now many few people can speak local dialect. In most cases, Mandarin, English, Japanese, Koreans, French. So you can find different people walking on the streets and talking in different languages, just like the situation here. On the streets, in a lot of cases, the first language into my ear, not English. So the same. So this is a kind of, integration of different culture and language. This is one of the things I really want to mention. And also, the government efficiency in Shanghai is very high in China if you compare other cities or other provinces in China. This is because of the history. This is because of the history. I always mention Shanghai people, we really appreciate British, although we had a very, very sad period of history. But now, if we look from another angle, we appreciate this period of time because it brings Shanghai into the world and also open our mind. We know the world, we learn from the world. So this is the general business environment. We are very friendly, very international, high efficiency, especially in government administration. These are the business opportunities. We have a lot of RCT sector, business in Shanghai. Internet is flourishing, and also a lot of so-called share economy. I will talk just a little bit before I wrap up my short talk. The vehicles for foreign companies they can select for doing business or to start business in China. First, of course, it's very easy, traditional way. You sell your products directly into China. This is one of the way. Another way is, in China, we still have a lot of commission agents. In China, usually we say import and export corporations. So these two are very traditional. Then representative office, joint venture, wholly owned. These are in China, are in the foreign investment regime. Representative office, I very often tell to my clients, say, this is most easiest way and also most fast way and cheap way for start your business. I will explain a little bit more later on. Then the most popular, of course, is JV. It's JV. Foreign investors find a local partner. According to current law, 25% foreign investment in that share, that company will regard as JV in China. But now this kind of law is changing. So I don't know whether this year's our Congress will pass another new law regarding foreign investment. But according to current laws and regulations, JV is still one of the major forms. Another one we call WFI, the wholly owned foreign enterprises. In China, we call it WFI. Foreign companies can have 100% ownership of their investment in China. Now, actually, this is the major form of foreign investment in China, especially in Shanghai. Now, the newly approved foreign investment in Shanghai in recent 5-10 years, almost 85% foreign investors, they prefer WFI instead of JV. One of the key reasons is, especially foreign investment related to technology, how to protect your IPR. One of the ways is you control your investment. There's no need for you to share with your local partner. So wholly owned now becomes more popular than JV. In Shanghai especially, more than 85% of newly approved foreign investment, they prefer WFI. Another two now is also very, very flourishing in China. One is franchising. This is very popular in service industry. McDonald's, KFC, this kind of thing, always they run their business using franchising in service sector. Now, another field is also very flourishing, very popular, that is e-commerce. So some company, about 1 month ago, I visited Isle of Man. I met some business people there. Although they are very remote island in this part of the world, but some of them, they through Alibaba, sell their product into China, into Shanghai. So e-commerce is another way, especially good for SMEs here. As I mentioned, JV is the easiest way and also cheap way. You can do almost everything on behalf of your mother company. The only disadvantage is you cannot sign contract and you cannot issue invoice to your local client in the name of that rep office. Many people ask me whether I can sign contract. I always say you can sign contract, but you represent your mother company here in UK, but not in the name of your rep office in China. This is the difference. And because of you are rep office, according to our law and regulation, you cannot issue in Chinese invoice to your local client. So this is the only disadvantage. You can do almost everything except sign contract and issue invoice. As I mentioned, JV is very popular, especially in the past. According to our law and regulation, almost every country in the world, JV is a limited liability company. Two partners negotiate the contract terms. So the most important thing is the contract. So I mentioned heart and mind of JV is your contract. Because of time, I really want to skip some slides. WFI, as I mentioned, is very popular now. The same with JV is a limited liability company. Now, almost in every field in China, we allow this kind of investment. Franchising, I mentioned, very flourishing. And of course, e-commerce, we have several of these kind of big players in the world. That's the end of my presentation. I will stay here till noon because this late afternoon I'm flying back to Shanghai for annual work report and also for Chinese New Year. Now it's because according to our lunar calendar, it's end of the year. Chinese New Year is coming, so I wish everybody here a healthy, prosperous Chinese New Year of pig. Pig in China means fortune and money. Wish everybody is happy and make money in the coming year. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.